Hey Fragrance family, I'm Daver.
I'm Talia.
And we're the Fragrance Bros. Coming at you again with another review with my lovely wife again. This time with Sådanne by Slumberhouse. Alright, so let's get straight to it. Date introduced is 2014. It's classified as a floral fruity. Notes are strawberry, rose, white wine, ambergris, and woods. Alright, so what did you get of longevity out of this?
That was good average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also got average as well, probably in about the 8-hour range, something like that.
Yeah.
What about projection?
And very average on that too, you know?
Personally, I think the projection was excellent. Like whenever you sprayed it, and we just had like, just a little sample of it, it really pushed out a lot.
Really?
Yes. So yeah, I think the projection is excellent. Maybe it's just you, but it was really, really good. Season, I would say this is great for spring and summer and daytime mostly. Purpose, I would say this is great for casual and maybe a date, I would say, especially if you're a woman. Now, what does this remind you of?
I wanted to go buy something from Bath and Body Works after smelling this, or Victoria's Secret, one of those fruity like spritzes. Definitely. I mean, I think the one I was thinking about was sweet pea. I'm not sure, but it's a very, very, very sweet flower type fragrance, and so it just reminded me of back in the old days. bringing some high school back.
Yeah, I do get what you're saying. I do smell kind of like the body spray type of vibe because this is a very sweet fragrance. I think it's way better than that, but I do see what you're saying. This is the first fragrance that we've reviewed on the channel for Slumberhouse, and I've tried several from Slumberhouse's line. Really, really love the line. I have done an unboxing of Sova, and I've mentioned that it is one of my top 5 favorite fragrances of all time, or at least in my top 10. And fantastic fragrance, fantastic line. This is one of their newer ones, and I don't know if this is a limited release or not, but it might be. But this is a very, very fruity, very sweet floral scent. There is a lot of strawberry in this. There is a very noticeable wine smell. And to me, it almost is like champagne because it has like this effervescent, fizzy quality almost in the fragrance. So it reminds me more of like champagne than actual white wine, but it has like that kind of almost sour, acidic type of vibe to it, but not overly so. So the fruitiness mixed with the wine, and there is definitely rose in there. I can smell rose. It's not overly rosy, but that is the main predominant flower in this. I can definitely tell there's ambergris in here. But ambergris is one of those things where you kind of feel it more than you smell it. But I can definitely feel it in here. It adds kind of this sweet muskiness to it.
It's funny that you get the champagne wine feeling because, like, to me, it feels like someone that you don't need a license to buy it because how sweet it is. It skews kind of young. And so it's kind of middle high school, maybe early 20s kind of vibe to it. So it's just funny that it has that champagne quality to it.
That's kind of funny because I actually don't see this as a young fragrance.
Really?
To me, it kind of has like this slutty connotation to it.
Really?
Yeah, it does. What was funny was I was talking to my friend and he was telling me about this fragrance, and he said that he loves it. He really, really loves it. He's obviously a guy, and he would wear it occasionally, but it's not something he can wear a lot. But what he loves about it is how like sultry and sensual and almost slutty this fragrance is.
Really?
And what's funny was when he said that, I hadn't thought of that, but I totally understood what he's saying because I completely agree with that. It is over the top, and it is in your face, and it is slutty, and it is all those kind of things.
Oh, I didn't get slut, but okay. I wasn't thinking like a guy though.
One criticism I probably have with this is it is very, very sweet, and it is candy-like in its sweetness. I mean, it really smells like you're eating candy or something.
Yeah, like it's candied fruit.
Yes.
Like orange slices.
Yeah. It's not the most realistic strawberry. Like it doesn't taste like you're biting into a strawberry. It tastes like the most intense strawberry candy you've ever tried before. But that mixed in with the other things make a really full-bodied fragrance that I think is really wonderful. Like I really, really like this a lot. Obviously, I think it's better for a woman. To me, it smells a lot more feminine than a man would be comfortable with. That said, I know a lot of men who would wear this. I think if you really, really like rose scents, I would give this a try. I think as a kind of another point of reference, this kind of reminds me of a feminine version of Cape Heartache by Imaginary Authors. I know you're not a big fan of Cape Heartache, but it has kind of a similar type of strawberry note. I really like wearing Cape Heartache because it has the evergreen, conifer, pine side to it, along with the strawberry. This goes in a different way. It goes in the floral direction. So to me, it's almost like if you were to kind of put these together, it would be pour homme and pour femme. Bang for buck, this is $160 for a 30 ml bottle. Slumberhouse is on the expensive side, but I really like them for several different reasons. $160 is not a whole lot of money comparatively. You're not going to break the bank buying something like this, even though you're spending it for 30 ml. One thing I like about it though is that the concentration is normally pretty high. So you can get a lot of wearings out of this with fewer sprays. So it'll last longer than a comparable bottle, 30 mils, that you'd have to spray 4 or 5 times to get a similar amount. This you'll have to spray, once or twice and you're good.
Yeah.
So I do think the value is pretty good here. Now what about compliments? What do you get out of this?
I didn't get any, but I was surprised. Because, I'm close enough to people at work that, they usually can get a little whiff of some things. And I thought that this was different enough from what I usually wear that I would, but I didn't.
Yeah, I wore this and I was a little bit uncomfortable wearing it because it was very feminine. But I think it has really good performance, and especially if you're a woman, I think you're going to get a lot of notices with this. I know you didn't, but I do think this has a good appeal to it. Because it pushes out, I think you'll get some notices. But I also think that when you wear this, I think, especially as a woman, I think some guy will think they know what's up. But I think it's going to send out a signal to a guy. It triggers something in their mind. Okay? All right, so final rating, what do you give this?
I'm going to give it a 3. I think it's a solid fragrance. I think you'll have to get past that sweetness, because I think that makes it a little difficult to wear, at least for me. But I think if you like something really sweet, it's going to be really good for you. But for me, it lasted a solid 8-hour work day. It projected just average. I think it was, midline, just a nice midline fragrance. So 3.
I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. I really enjoy this, and I think it has some unique things to say. My main criticism, again, is that it's just a little over the top in the sweetness, but I really like the champagne-like quality about it, and I think it's a really good fragrance overall. Good job, Slumberhouse, good job. So that's all we have. Let us know if you've tried Sådanne. Let us know down in the comments down below. Do you like it, love it, hate it? Let us know. And of course, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe down below. We'll love you for it. We'll see you next week. We're the Fragrance Brothers. Bye.
Bye.